You want more islands? You're getting more islands. What better way to start off than with a modern classic survival island seed? It's classic because it's just a small survival island. It's modern because rather than a beach, there's a stony shore. Just a small island in the ocean. About what you hope to find when looking for survival island seeds in Minecraft these days. This isn't your standard island village seed. That's because this island generates with a big crater type thing here. It just looks pretty crazy. The island also generates some small cliffs. And I just want to point out that I think this one big tree here is pretty cool too. As for the village, well, the part on the land generates mostly in the stony shores biome. And of course, we have parts of it generate out into the ocean. It has a cartographer and a Fletcher. So there's an island village seed that is a bit different than what we usually see. This island has one tree on it. Well, on Bedrock Edition there are 2 trees, but that doesn't matter. I like the challenge of surviving on a single tree island. It makes it a bit of a grind. You need to strategize on how to play it. It's just a challenge you don't get with a seed with more trees. The island is a decent size and a fairly flat plains biome. So yeah, that's a 1 tree or 2 tree island seed. I think jungle island seeds are really cool. They're not something I look for enough though, just not something I think of doing searches for. Maybe my next video will be a jungle islands video. Does that sound alright to you guys? I like this little water ravine here through the island. Pretty cool jungle island here. This seed isn't meant to be one that you play survival on or anything like that. It's sometimes just fun to discover some cool or weird Minecraft seeds. And well, this is one of them. It's just a pillager outpost on a tiny island. I'm sure somebody could figure something out, but if I loaded into this seed randomly, I'd quickly say nope and start up a different world. This seed is even wilder when you realize there's an ocean monument right off the island. It's only 70-ish blocks from the outpost island. And then there's that small mushroom island over there too. So yeah, there's that one. This seed has some cliffs with openings leading to huge caves. But before looking at it, today's comment of the day is tree. This comment used a comment of the day previously, so shout out to them. Use tree in a comment, be creative with it, and you'll get a heart and maybe be featured in a future video. The caves almost make the island seem hollow. The caves even extend from one side of the island to the other. If I light up the cave a bit, you can see how big it is. The cave goes down to the deep dark. This spot looks really cool. I really can't get over how incredible these cliffs look. Such a cool seed. This is just a big forest island. Lots of trees, lots of land. But over here on the beach, there's a shipwreck. So that adds something cool to this island. There's also this big cave opening here and another one here. They connect to each other and they lead all the way down to deep state level. So that's a shipwreck island seed. I know everyone loves birch forest seeds, so here's one here. Honestly, it's kind of just rage bait when sharing a video like this, just to see how many comments I can get on reels and shorts saying they hate birchwood. But hey, at least there's a couple oak trees and a dark oak tree here. This is a forest island seed. It has plenty of trees for a fairly easy start while playing survival. While expansion is always possible, this island is a decent size already. You can easily set up a decent base on this island. It could be a pretty fun island to play survival mode on. This comment was also featured in my recent village seeds video, but I'm also featuring a flower forest seed in this video due to this comment. So just know that's why we're seeing this flower forest island seed. Plenty of trees for survival, and a nice selection of flowers for scenery. It's a pretty nice size for an island too. So that's a flower forest island seed. This is a jungle temple island seed. It's actually a bamboo jungle island too, which gets bonus points for me. I really like the look of bamboo jungle biomes. Plus, I like the slightly better odds at getting a panda to spawn. The temple is on the northern side of the island. It's surrounded by bamboo. There are 2 chests with loot inside as usual. There you have a bamboo jungle temple seed. This seed generates 2 islands right at spawn. There's this bigger island here, and then a smaller island there. Now this brings up the question, are you going to make your friends survive on the smaller island, or are you living on the smaller island? Perhaps you'll live on both. Maybe connect them. That's a little double island seed for you guys. I've been working on finding seeds that look like a classic survival island seed, but are in different biomes and plains, and that's what we have here with this one. It's a small savanna island. Honestly, savanna biomes aren't really a favorite of mine, but I still think it being an island is pretty cool. On Bedrock Edition, we also get that one tree on the island, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, just a small savanna island seed. We have a desert temple island here. It's a desert island, but don't worry, it comes with a couple of azalea trees and a small section of jungle. This means at least you have trees and grass. Azalea trees indicate lush caves. None that I necessarily want to showcase, so you can explore those if you want. The temple is located on the northern side of the island. It's close to the ocean. 4 chests at the bottom with loot as always. So yeah, that's a desert temple island seed that is actually viable to live on. This is just a small taiga island seed, sort of like a classic survival island, but with a taiga biome instead. On Java Edition, it has 6 trees. On Bedrock Edition, it has 3 trees. For me, there's nothing better than a classic survival island, but I think changing up the biome on a small island like we see here is pretty awesome too. Let's take a look at a dark forest cliff island seed. The seed generates around Y level 150. As a result, we get some pretty tall cliffs on the island. Along the cliffs, there are some lush cave spots. This is my favorite part of the seed, a big lush cave ravine that splits part of the island. Underneath the island is this ancient city. With the lush cave here, it looks incredible. This just adds on to how awesome the seed already is. This is just a really awesome looking Minecraft seed. I'm calling this a frozen taiga island seed. It's a snowy taiga island in the middle of a frozen ocean. Sometimes I find islands in frozen oceans that don't look cold, but with the snow on this one, it really does feel like it fits in with the atmosphere of this area. Pretty cool Minecraft seed. Let's continue the frozen theme with this seed. This one has a snowy plains island though. Pretty big island compared to many islands we've seen today. There's also an igloo on the island, one of the less popular Minecraft structures, I'd say. At the bottom, you can transform the zombie villager into a normal villager with the provided loot. There's also an ocean ruin on the edge of the island. I think when ocean ruins generate up on land like this, they look pretty cool, especially with it being on the coast of the island. So that's an igloo island seed. You won't struggle to find saplings on this island seed. It's just a decent sized dark forest island, full of dark oak trees, and 2 other tree types too. So you definitely have some options to build with if you don't want to leave the island. That's a dark forest survival island seed. This is just a pretty big and flat plains and beach island seed. You get that plains biome with 2 trees, and then a pretty big beach around most of it. This seed gives you plenty of space to build, and it's pretty easy to do so on the smooth terrain. No hills or anything on this one. A nice seed for somebody looking for a simple, decently sized island. This is easily one of my favorite seeds in this video. It just looks so cool. It's a dark forest island that kind of progressively elevates higher, and this side has some cliffs with lush cave sections mixed in, so this side looks pretty awesome too. The mansion is kind of just nestled into the bottom of the island. It kind of just looks like it belongs there. It looks pretty cool. And then this is underneath the island. Ancient cities are great. Lush ancient cities are even better. It's just neat knowing this is under the island. And all of that is why this is one of my favorite seeds in this video. Here is a small modern classic survival island seed. There's actually another small island over there with trees, and another over there, and another over there too. So you could even play on this seed with a few friends who each have their own islands. But let's focus on this tiny spawn island. It's split between forest and stony shore, just a small island sticking out of the water. Basically the shape of an island I expect when finding a classic survival island seed. I like this seed a lot. The look of these lush cave cliff seeds always amazed me. Years ago, I would have never expected to see something like this in Minecraft generate naturally. But here we are, and I'm not complaining. This island is actually kind of split in 2. I always like finding wooded badland islands. Adding cliffs makes them even better, and adding lush caves definitely makes them better. We have an ocean village here. I'd call it an island village, but this flat spot is the actual island. The rest is just village in the ocean. So an ocean village it is. The village comes with a mason's house, 2 armories, and a blacksmith, so a decent selection of buildings there. There's a mushroom island over there if your render distance is high enough. So there you have an ocean village seed. And here is a classic Minecraft survival island seed. Easily one of my favorite Minecraft seeds to discover, despite it being more difficult as time goes on. Minecraft survival islands have a special place in my nostalgic heart, I guess. This one sticks out of the water about 4 blocks higher than the water level. It has 3 trees in both Java and Bedrock Edition. It comes with bits of sand and some grass for wheat. Just a classic survival island Minecraft seed. With that, I say subscribe to the channel and click the bell, like the video, and become a member so you can see videos early. Also comment with the comment of the day from earlier. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.